Hello, everybody. Are you considering going back to school, getting a degree? Let's talk about some things you should think about before making that jump. Hello, everybody. I'm John Dornoff, and we're here to talk about growing your life, your career, and your business. Today, we're going to talk about returning to school. It could be a big decision to return back to school, especially if you've been gone for a few years. But let's look at reasons things that you may want to look at before making that jump. First thing you need to do is, of course, decide what you want to be doing. Do you need a degree for that? Or is there other alternatives to finding a degree? One thing I would recommend before making a jump is getting online and looking at forums for that job and see, and ask people, did you go to school? What kind of, did you have to get a degree, or could you use other experience to get into that job? Of course, that will greatly depend on what job you're actually looking for and the schooling that's going to be required. The other thing you want to look at when you look at those boards is, will that job actually be what you want to do? Because sometimes you can look at a job, say, oh, that'd be a terrific career. That sounds interesting and stuff. But when you find that, you get into it, the truth is the job is quite different than what you think it is, and you may not enjoy it. So definitely go find out. The third thing you really want to do is find out how much it's going to cost to go back to school, and can you afford it? If you got a family and stuff, how are they going to live while you're at school? Will you have a job on the side or something else? When I did go back to school one time, but I was able to stay working at my current job and actually transfer to where my school was to help. Another thing you want to consider is how much is it going to cost, and whether you're going to have to go into debt. I personally don't support debt. I do have some debt myself right now, but if you're going to go into debt, how is it going to pay off? Which gets us into the next point, is will it pay off to go back to school? To calculate that is calculate how much more money you're going to be making by going back to school compared to where you are now. If you're not going to be making enough that it's going to pay off, for school's going to pay off in 5 years or so, is it really worth it to go back to school? Now, if you've been laid off or something, and so you don't have any income coming in, well, of course, it's easier to justify that. However, still consider what you were making before, and if you can get a job that would compensate you, for the same amount you are now. So once again, doing the economic evaluation of, is it worth it for you to, go back to school? Next time, we're going to talk about deciding on a school and some things to take into consideration there. I hope you're getting a lot out of this. On Mondays, we post about growing your personal life. On Wednesdays, we talk about growing your career. And on Fridays, we talk about growing your small business. So, hope to see you next time.